A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant diplomatic clash, Russia's foreign ministry announced on Wednesday the expulsion of 2 journalists from Germany's ARD broadcaster, citing retaliation against German authorities for their actions against Russian state media personnel. The spokesperson for the ministry, Maria Zakharova, stated that the 2 ARD employees must leave the country by December 16th. This decision comes in the wake of Germany reportedly denying residence permits to 2 journalists from Russia's Channel 1, further straining the already tense relations between the 2 nations. During a briefing in Moscow, Zakharova indicated that the possibility of granting accreditation to other ARD employees could be considered if German officials allowed Channel 1 journalists to operate freely in Berlin. The German Foreign Ministry, however, refuted claims that it had closed Channel 1's office, asserting that Russian journalists are still able to report within Germany without hindrance. The federal government has not closed the office of this broadcaster, stated German Foreign Ministry spokesperson Christian Wagner. The backdrop to this diplomatic spat is the ongoing sanctions imposed by the European Union against Channel 1, which has been under restrictions since December 2022 due to Russia's military actions in Ukraine. These sanctions prevent the broadcaster from airing content in Europe but do not affect the presence of its staff in Berlin. Wagner remarked that the issue surrounding the residence status of the Russian journalists is a matter for state authorities, not federal ones, suggesting that any decisions made are independent of the federal government. He expressed concern over the expulsion of ARD journalists, stating, "If this report is true, then we would, of course, condemn it in the strongest terms." The Russian Foreign Ministry's decision to revoke the accreditation of ARD journalists is seen as a retaliatory measure following the German Immigration Office's refusal to grant residence permits to Channel 1's bureau head and a cameraman. This expulsion marks a new low in relations between Russia and Germany, particularly in the context of media operations. ARD described the expulsion as an escalation of pressure on Western journalists, which has been increasing since Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. In light of these developments, Zakharova emphasized that Russia would only consider new accreditation for ARD correspondents if Germany allows for the full operation of Channel 1's bureau in Berlin. The ongoing back and forth between the 2 countries highlights the broader struggle over media freedom and the portrayal of narratives surrounding the Ukraine conflict. The situation escalated further when Channel 1 reported that its correspondent and cameraman were ordered to vacate Germany, claiming that the authorities were effectively closing their bureau. This prompted a strong denial from German officials, who stated that the Russian journalists were free to report and that their bureau was not shut down. Wagner reiterated that any claims of the federal government taking action against Russian journalists were unfounded. In a related context, the Berlin State Immigration Office previously denied residency permits to other Russian media personnel, including those associated with the state-owned video news agency Rupli and the Rossiya Segednya news agency. These incidents reflect a larger trend of Western nations imposing restrictions on Russian state media amid allegations of disinformation and propaganda. As these diplomatic tensions continue to unfold, the implications for journalistic freedom and international relations remain a pressing concern. The situation not only affects the individuals involved, but also sets a precedent for how media operations are conducted in a politically charged environment. Both nations are now at a crossroads, where the future of media freedom and the ability to report on contentious issues hang in the balance. The expulsion of journalists from both sides serves as a stark reminder of the ongoing battle over narratives and the role of media in shaping public perception during times of conflict. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.